DIY fingerboard tutorial. What you'll need is PVA glue or other kind of wood glue, a mould. I made out of wood using a bandsaw. You can hand cut it, you can print one, don't mind. Sharp knife, be careful, don't cut yourself. Metal roller, up to 10 centimeters is adequate. Then veneers. You're also going to want a pen. You can use just one colour, but I'm going to do multicolour because I have the option. You're going to want 4 pieces of veneer. Each are going to be about 11 centimeters long, 35 wide. It really doesn't matter at this point. We're going to trim it down once we put them in the mould. There's the first piece. Now we just need 3 more. Now you've got your veneer, you're going to want to put your wood glue on the top of this piece, the top of this piece, the top of this piece, and then sandwich them all together. Now you've got this horrible sticky sandwich, you can put it in the mould. You're going to want some form of clamp. I'm using this desk vise, but a normal squeeze clamp will work. I recommend using 2, one at either end, to stop it twisting and spinning. Once it's in the vise, you're going to do this up nice and tight. You can see no gaps. Wait the allotted time on your glue pot, and then take out the mould. Now it's out of the clamps, you can disassemble it. It should be a little glue stuck together because of the glue. Sometimes they have a stamp on it. Try not to get it on your print unless you want it there. At this point, I would recommend using a paper printout of a fingerboard to get the whole pattern and also to get the outline. I 3D printed up a fingerboard, so I'm going to use that. Now you have the outline. I'm going to use a bandsaw because I have one. Once you have the rough outline cut out, sand the edges down. I recommend using a respirator when sanding because breathing in dust is bad for your lungs. When sanding it, I recommend you sand this way. I wouldn't suggest to sand this way, because if you sand like this, you're going to be trying to pull apart that plywood you've just built, and that would be really bad. So sand that way. Once you finish sanding, you want to take your paper outline or your 3D printed board, put it on, drill some holes. I'm going to fingerboard and put the foam grip tip on. I'm going to use a real grip tip from my skateboard. Top's finished. Now to finish the bottom, use some high grit sandpaper to make it nice and smooth. Final touch, you can use a bit of clear lacquer to really help these grains pop. Pretty cool. Subscribe and have fun.